What is up, guys? So today this video is going to be about how to pick an e-bike. So I haven't even had an e-bike for a year, and I think it's amazing, and I got two of them now. So my first one was the Swagtron EB5, and I just recently got one off of Facebook, the Rad Mini, which is a beast. It's pretty awesome. So when I was researching to get my bike, there wasn't like a step-by-step process. I just kind of like researched it myself, but there were a couple of useful videos that helped me make a decision. So I thought I'd put together a quick video, 4 steps on how to find a bike, how to purchase a bike for yourself if you have not had an e-bike before, because I was on the fence about it for a while, and I was just interested about it, and I just went ahead and I had to get it because at the time I did not have a car, and my work was relatively close from my house. So that leads me into my first step. So you got to ask yourself, what are you using for? Are you using it for commute, leisure, like sports or something like that, whatever. So that's the first thing you want to ask yourself. So I was primarily using my e-bike for work. So I would go and I would ride 6.5 miles there, 6.5 miles back, and I would wake up pretty early in the morning. So and that's very helpful because riding the bus or riding a regular bike would just take too long, and you got to be at work on time. So, but if you're riding for leisure, think about that. If you're riding for sport, think about that too. The bike that I got was a foldable bike, so I could put it on the bus if I needed to. And it had all the things it made it compact, and it just had all the right specs, which we'll get to in a minute. So that leads me into the second thing. You got to check out the price. So what was your price range? So for me, 500 was about as far as I could go. So you got to look for the ones that are within your price range, and when you're looking at that price range, $500, that's not a whole lot. So your options are kind of limited. So you got to try to make the right choice. So keep the budget in mind. Now, number 3, you want to look at the specs and compare. That's probably the most important thing out of the entire list, except for the first step. So I broke it down into. I had it between 2 bikes. I had some Ancheer folding bike and the Swagtron. So I looked at the range, the speed, the pedal assist, the charge time, and the reviews. So looked at the range. So range was like, on one bike was 12 miles, the other one was 15. I looked at the fact that what the top speed was. Top speed was about the same, right around 15 miles an hour. The pedal assist, both of them had the pedal assist. Removable battery, Swagtron does not have a removable battery, but the other one did. So the next thing is the charging time, which it's gonna be hours. Charge time, it's not that big a deal to me, but it's gonna be 3 to 4 hours for a small bike like that, and that's fine. So they were kind of comparable in that way. And the last thing was the reviews. So the Ancheer bike did have some reviews, but the Swagtron had a lot more. So the Ancheer had like 12 reviews or something, and they were all good actually. They were like an average of 4 stars, but the Swagtron had like 90 reviews, and all those were really good. It was an average of 4 stars. So even though the Swagtron EB5 did not have the removable battery, which would be very, very convenient, I went with the Swagtron because it had so many reviews. And the Ancheer, it's probably by now, I'm sure it has like more than 12 reviews, but I think that looking back, and it's been so much time, And sheer is probably just as good, but you know, the fact that the Swagtron had 9 reviews, I just went with that, and I do not regret it. That bike has been to hell and back. I rode that thing in the extreme Jersey heat and the biting cold winter, and even in some light rain. And I did take care of that bike. That bike is still going to this day. It is still going. So, you know, I would say take a look at those specs and really, really take into consideration each one and just kind of weigh it out and take a look at those reviews too and read the reviews. So, and the fourth thing is don't agonize over you just got to pick one. You know, for me, I think I was kind of like looking at it and agonizing over it for like, you know, probably a week or something, because I had been researching this for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month before I actually got my bike, because before that I was just riding my bike, a regular bike, and let me tell you, man, it was like, I mean, first of all, it took more than an hour to get to work, and sometimes I had to ride the bus, and that's okay, that's fine, but it's just that, you know, you got to be at work at a certain time, you're gonna, you know, it's just very inconvenient. So riding the electric bike was, you know, it took me like 25 to 30 minutes to get there. You know, no muss, no fuss, we're done, we're there. And the Swagtron was just super reliable, and I'm really glad I bought it, and I still have it to this day. So I hope this little how-to video on how to find an e-bike and purchase one was helpful. I will leave some links in the description to my bike that I use for that over the course of 9 months, maybe 8 months. I'd say about 8 months, and I will use that thing like 4 days a week. All right, so thanks for watching. Links in the description. See you later.